Hello and welcome to the stream. This is Live Free or Die Bard. I'm your host, Jinx. We are making a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign from scratch. Happy Turkey Day to those of you celebrating Turkey Day. We're doing a special episode, slightly shorter because I have a Thanksgiving lunch to go to. But we'll get some game prep in before we start. Welcome to those of you in chat. Not too many people yet because of the stream schedule, I'm sure. But if you're here, hopefully you can get entertained while you're prepping your bird and making your gravy and all that kind of stuff. So welcome and welcome back to those of you who are here and who will show up later. Let's get into it. So far, let me put up the web address real quick. There we go. If you want to check out our page and what work we've done so far, you can go to livefreeordiebard.obsidianportal.com. Obsidian Portal is where we're keeping all of our notes. It's DM friendly, so everything will be public and ready to use. If you want to use any of the adventures, and maps and images and things like that, you can grab them off there and go with it. If you're looking for holiday ideas for your GMs, also you can gift subscriptions. You go up to your profile welcome on the upper left-hand corner. There's a drop-down menu, and you can gift a membership, a subscription to your favorite Obsidian Portal user if you want to. Good gift idea there. What did we do last week? Last week was we were doing a little bit of work on some CSS. We changed some text around. We did some cleanup adventure notes, fixed some things like that. We have our first adventure complete, and one thing that I did do off stream, which I'll show you how to do, our text was not looking the way that I wanted it to look, because I had copy-pasted some things, and let me show you how I fixed it, just in case you are interested. So I had started with this little section of CSS. CSS is cascading style sheets. You get it as part of your Ascendant membership. You can customize your page. I had copy-pasted this little chunk and put it into each of our headings, and I'd forgotten that this little part right here, the font size, was all set at 24, so I went back and changed that off stream, so now everything is appropriate. So your heading 6 will now be down to about 10 pixels. Super easy, and then after you make that change, you hit save at the bottom, and it will update your campaign for you and all of your stuff. Click right into place. So that's what I did off stream. What are we doing today? We are doing a little bit of Turkey Day fun stuff. I think I'll let me check real quick. And yeah, we don't have a lot of folks in chat yet, so I think I'll save the Turkey Day poll that I have for later. However, we can get into some of the ideas behind it. I was thinking maybe we would throw in a little something fun and do a question of why does this world celebrate something like a Thanksgiving or a Turkey Day? Why does our Live Free or Die Bard world celebrate that? So if anybody has any ideas to put into that later on, we can take care of that. But for right now, I was thinking some kind of epic battle with musical food puns, since that's kind of what we do on this channel. Alright, let's check out some of our maps that we've already worked on in a previous episode, several previous episodes. You will notice our Hidden Temple of Muses has been updated. I'm going to show you how I did that in a minute. But we've got our kingdom map, our city map, and our dungeon underneath the city map so far. Next week we'll probably be working on Adventure 2, which if you will take a look right here. Adventure 1 is our 2 tickets to Paradise Adventure, where we do some starter dungeon and some role-playing and a little low-stakes battle. And then Adventure 2 will be a journey, which was a user suggestion. Thank you for that. For low approaching mid-level characters, party leaves town and discovers something amazing up in the clouds, wheel in the sky. That's what we'll be starting on next week. But I did want to show you our map that we were working on. This was a hand-drawn map earlier, and I went in and made it slightly better, and I'm going to show you a little video of how I did that. So the video will play once I get it going, and we'll take up the screen so you can see what's going on there. And let me switch over to that. And the video is at double speed, so you can see it in a nice quick time. And while you're watching the video, I'm going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving, so I'll be in and out of the chat. Check it out. Here we go. Forgot my mic. There we go. And we're back. That was our mapping video for Temple of Muses. What you saw there was basically the play on words for the title of the episode. It was elevate your maps. So basically, you take a map that you like, that you want to improve. You use whatever digital program that you like, and put another layer on top of it, and then essentially draw on top of the layer. Once you've got it where you like it, you delete the layer underneath, put some kind of a background underneath there, put some wording on there, and there you go. And this is our final product. It's already uploaded to Obsidian Portal, so if you want to go to that web address and check it out up close, you can see all the little details we put in, but it looks a little cleaner, matches up with some of our other maps a little bit better. If you're using hand draw maps, like I sometimes like to do, you can do the same basic effect by taking essentially tracing paper, put it over top, or use a light board underneath. If you have a tablet, set it to a like bright white screen or something, put that under there, something like that, and you can trace your previous map on top and then make whatever adjustments that you'd like to make. So that was that. Let me pull this off of here. You can see a little bit better. All right, I still got a little bit of time left before we head out for Thanksgiving lunch. So I thought we'd do a little, let me do a little poll real quick. See if anybody's interested in voting on this one. This will be your favorite side dish for Thanksgiving. Put in a couple of options. You guys can vote in the poll for your favorite side dish. If I miss your personal favorite, feel free to vote for your second favorite and put in the chat what your actual favorite is. Start the poll. Okay, here's the poll, should appear in the chat window. And click on it to vote. We'll see what the results are in a second. So that's the map we've got going on. Eventually next week we'll be working on our region map, I think, because our part 2 of our adventure, our second adventure, will be the group leaving town briefly and going out into the region immediately outside of town to do a little bit of the old grind, Final Fantasy style. Fight some stuff, solve some mysteries, meet some folks. That's going to be part 2, Journey Wheel in the Sky. And I think that'll be pretty cool. Alright, the poll is counting down. We've only got about a minute and a half left or so. Feel free to vote. A little bit of a Turkey Day challenge. We were talking at the beginning of the stream, if you missed it. I want our world here to have a Turkey Day of some kind, of some sort of Thanksgiving Day. Why would this world celebrate such a day? And I think we can add that to our culture section, which I believe is in our wiki. And we'll come up with a clever little reason why stuff is going on. Cultures and conventions. In our wiki, we've already got it set up. This is where we have the rules for our formal duels. And I think that we'll have an extra little section on here. I want to give it its own special area. So we're going to make a new link, and to do that on OP, if you haven't been on Obsidian Portal before to play with it, you do the double square brackets on either side, and then you put your name in. That'll make your link. The only Thanksgiving song, Alice's Restaurant. You're correct. That needs to be part of it. I think that, in fact, that will be the wandering bard who tells the tale. Will be this sort of ambling fellow who just strums his lute and kind of talk sings for, I don't know, like 45 minutes. about the story of their Turkey Day adventure, with the occasional chorus thrown in just to keep people keep people remembering that it's a song. We try and listen to that every year. Actually, that's a good one. Okay, what should we call our? I think we're going to call it. The bird beast of turnkey. Let's call it the feast of the bird beast of turnkey. Feast of the bird beast of turnkey. We'll make it sound way more epic than it actually is. Okay, let's go down to the bottom and save. And here's our link that we've got now. Feast of the Bird Beast of Turnkey. Oh yeah, stuffing one. Good job stuffing. Several votes to stuffing. It's not my vote. I voted for mashed potatoes, but what do I know? So thanks for voting. Okay, here's our new wiki page, Feast of the Bird Beast of Turnkey. We need to come up with our intro. I think the Alice's Restaurant intro is the way to do it. A wandering bard we found in the autumn months, talk singing his long tale about epic adventure which is now marked with a day of feasting. What you know is wrong. It's true. Most of what I know and do is usually incorrect, but that's how we learn. It's by making mistakes. Okay, Wandering Bard can be found in the autumn months, talk singing his long tale about an epic adventure, which is now marked with a day of feasting. The full tale lasts. Let's look up how long. How long is Alice's Restaurant? Uh, 18 minutes and 34 seconds. It seems like longer. We're just going to round it up to about 20 minutes. Full tale lasts more than a third of an hour. And is interspersed. Let me spell that right. With a chorus meant to be sung by all who listen. The song itself is rarely heard beyond the feasting season. Alright, I think we can give some details to our bird beast of turnkey. And I think we can throw in a couple of food puns. If anybody's got any food puns in the chat they want to throw in, feel free. We have just enough time left, I think, to get a couple of interesting tidbits in here. I'll just start typing. You guys jump in whenever you want, if you want to. I think, okay. A great, oh wait, here, I'll do quotations. Let's do italics too, so we know it's part of the tale. Once In the land of turnkey. Where the cranberries? Gotta be. They gotta be in here. Once in the land of turnkey. Where the queendom of cranberry lay. A great flying beast fell from the sky. Some called it lizard. Some called it bird. But all who saw it were afraid, for the beast was greater than the tallest castle and more broad than the mightiest mountain. This would take too long, but you could have the thing where the first part of the song is really just a huge metaphor, and the second part of the song, those are a huge metaphor for the actual subject of the song. Oh yeah, I think we can add to this later and and definitely make that part of the thing. I love the fact that the joke gets all the way around, and he does it in 18 minutes. It's impressive. I would not be able to make a joke come all the way back around after that long. I would forget where I was. Okay. Okay, that's turnkey. Let's give ourselves some space. The Queens of Cranberry. Summoned all in the region and put a great task before them. We'll make this part a quotation by making it bold. The bird beast ravages our fair lands. Heroes, any of you who set out to end this terror will be celebrated forever in tale and song. We shall hold a great feast in your honor from this day forth. Okay. It's about Vietnam? I had no idea. I wonder if you did like a chart of all the songs written during and after Vietnam and figured out how many of them were about Vietnam in some way. I bet it'd be a lot. I bet the cultural zeitgeist of the time sort of demanded, like, we have to address this. I'd be curious. Okay. Okay. This is where we're throwing some musical puns. I've got a handful written already, but if you guys have any, feel free to jump on in. Mini joined the fight. The vast army was led by the Zeppelins on high. That's not how you spell Zeppelins. There it is. Zeppelins on high. Below them. What else can we use? Vanguard of Halen. The Knights of Melon were there. No, the priests. Let's do priests. Priests of Melon were there, despite their blindness. And they did bless the multitude. Let's do the barbarians of corn. Shouted their indecipherable war cries. Hey! Welcome, Dung James. Welcome to the stream. We're coming up with food music puns for our legend, the Feast of the Bird Beast of Turnkey, which will be celebrated millennia later with the holiday. Look up Cuphead song by Stupendium. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out after the stream. Okay, let's do... You haven't played Cuphead yet. Looks cool. Drinks work. I'm currently watching another stream that's really good. It's a family that plays, and one of their bards got challenged to a bard off in their game, and he had to come up with songs on the spot, and it had to be about drinking. I bet he would have appreciated that. Let's see here. Okay, they need to get to the beast. All right. The army formed a great gravy train. And its quartermaster was known as Ozzy Batbiter. Ooh, good quotes. That'd be a good, sounds almost like you could do a little personal horror kind of stuff. A bard who has seen too much. He's telling the story. One thing I would say, if you're playing a campaign that's set within a story, I stole this off of a video game actually, where like if maybe give the players some option that if something goes wrong, they have like some limited ability to change the story, like with a flashback or something like, oh, everything's going wrong, except I remember, and then they get to tell a little flashback. They put something in their pocket that happens to be exactly the right thing they need for that particular situation. That might be really cool to incorporate that as like you're in the middle of this story. Pretty neat. Yeah, the army formed a great gravy train, and its quartermaster was known as Ozzy Batbiter. They marched onward to the killing fields and saw the bird beast on the horizon, feathered and scaled. It was akin to a dragon, but had grown round and plump as it devoured the lands. The army struck and struck again, but the beast would not fall. Everything it ate warriors, wanderers, children, and cities whole. It was insatiable. I'm going for epic semi-rhyming poetry here. It doesn't quite rhyme every time, but you get little hints of it. Let's see, what else can we do? The band of heroes do their best at it. The knights. Let's see which knights can we use. Let's do. I've got a better idea. Let's do. The peas with eyes of black cast their magic. It swallowed all their power. The warrant officers tried to tempt it away from civilians with cherry pie. It ate and returned. Even Blades of Ice. From the Lords Vanilla and Cube. Could not wound it. All seemed lost. Finally, a wild-haired soldier saw the solution. He cried out to his generals. Eat it. Just eat it. His name was Albertus the Weird. Somebody got it. Yeah. The lords and ladies and heroes of Cranberry flew into a feasting frenzy. They struck at the bird beast, their blades, and tore chunks with their teeth. The creature an embodiment of hunger could not resist their combined attacks. Soon it was gone, and they were full to bursting. Okay, I think that's pretty good for a legend. Let's save our work. I'm going to give it a tag of legend. And also song, because it's a little bit of both. It's a big talk song. Create. And now we have our Feast of the Bird Beast of Turnkey. Oops. I must have put a space there. Go back in and fix that. Maybe it goes inside the quotes. Let's try that. Preview. Yeah, it's just being honored today. Let's take the quotes out completely, see if that fixes it. Yeah, just doesn't want to play. That's alright. We'll leave it as is. Okay, so there's our Legend of the Bird Beast of Turnkey. Basically, that's a good example of how to write just any kind of note, any kind of entry for your world. Pick sort of a theme or something to wrap your idea around, and then just come up with as much stuff as you can to go with it. And post it. I am out of time. I gotta go. So, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for playing along in chat. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the little mapping video. We will be back. Obsidian portal does a Tuesday broadcast. Calac Codes is working on his CSS custom styling for campaigns. You can catch him on Tuesday nights on this channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which is GMT -5. We occasionally broadcast other folks' streams for their games. If you know anybody who has such a stream, or if you are one of those people, let us know however you can, and we will be sure to get your game up here also, get you some notice. My show comes back, Live Free or Die Bard, next week, same bird time, same bird channel. Let me show you this real quick. Here's our web address. If you want to check out our work in detail, it's livefreeordieBard.obsidianportal.com. You can go there. If you're looking for GM gifts, don't forget you can go up to your profile, to your welcome over here on the upper left-hand side. There's a little drop-down that will happen, and you can gift someone an Ascendant membership if you so desire. You just need their username. So if you're looking for some gifts, Christmas is around the corner. So thanks for being here. Appreciate you being part of the chat. Hope you have a great holiday. We'll see you next week. That's it for me. Later.